and welcome to my channel. It's the Network Specialist. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I didn't know the loop was still playing. So I hope you guys were able to hear me. Like the video and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Everything I discuss in this video will be allegedly and in my very own opinion used for entertainment purposes only. Hey, Miss Main Event, thank you so much for being here. Okay. And Miss Main Event, can you put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Main Event. So, Miss Main Event says that she's watching and she says, I think Rosada acts just like Lazada. Oh my God. When I realized, first of all, let me just say this. I didn't watch this reality show when it first came on. I want to say that it was based out of Tampa, and I'm very familiar with Tampa. I used to live there. So I ran across it when, WAGS to Riches came out, for the Miami version. And I kept like, strolling past it or whatever. And something told me to just take a look and see what this show is all about, because I'm just exploring my options. I'm looking for new ideas of things to watch that, show black excellence and not too much drama. Drama is okay, light shade is okay, but when it gets just too toxic and ratchet, then, I can only do it for a certain period of time and then I have to mentally disconnect. Hey, Soundcheck Annette, thank you so much for being here. You haven't watched it, Soundcheck, please go and watch it. So what I'm going to do today, today is all about seeing who's watching it, seeing if it's something that interests you guys, because I watched the first episode and I'm not going to do a review today because I want to get the feedback first before I decide whether or not I'm actually going to review the show, but I am going to go over some of the cast members or whatever the case may be. And, if you have any feedback about the show, whether it's to tell me that you're watching the show, you like the show, who your favorite cast member is on the show, even though I've only watched one episode, I already know that, what's her name? Sherelle is the villain on this show. And Sherelle has a very nasty disposition, okay? And it seems like she wants to be Evelyn 2.0 because I figured out, hey Paula, thank you so much for being here. I figured out that in her confessionals, she has the same dress on that Evelyn Lozada had on the reunion of Basketball Wives. I think it was. So it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix series. Okay. And Miss Main Event said, I just started watching and don't have a favorite yet, but Sherelle Rosada, trash personality. Exactly. So what I'm going to do, because maybe you've heard of some of these people. A lot of them I did not know before this show. Just because I really don't, until I became a content creator, I didn't watch a whole lot of TV. So I wasn't familiar with a lot of the shows that has been out. Give me 1 second, guys. Just trying to do something really quickly. And then I'm going to go over the cast members because maybe you guys know some of the cast members that I'm not familiar with. So, of course, we have Sherelle, who is the fiance of Chad Ochocinco. Now, this is another thing. A lot of these women are fiancés and not actually wives. And I wonder if they kind of put these people together or they, started dating these people just so they could be on this show, because I would think that you would want to focus on wives instead of fiancés. I mean, just being a fiance, like this person isn't, promised to you, and to put your, all your business out on Front Street for somebody who's just a fiance and not necessarily promised to you, that's a little questionable. So, and we know that Chad Ochocinco, he's retired NFL, whatever the case may be. And then we have Alexis, who is the ex-wife of Amir Stoudemire, if that's how you say his name, and he's a retired NBA center or whatever the case may be. And I really like Alex. I'm sorry, Alexis. She seems to really have a nice personality and she seems to be very reasonable. I understand that when you have a lot of women together, there's going to be some back and forth, like some drama. I mean, you just can't get away from that. That's just the way women respond to each other, it seems like, is with drama. I mean, it's sad that it has to be that way, but that's the way it is, especially when you get too many women in the same space. If it's just two, maybe three women, maybe it can be cordial, but the more women you get in the same space, there's going to be drama. And then you got Ashley, and then you got let me see, Andre, who is Portia's husband. You got Portia, and of course, Andre, he's a retired boxer. And then Portia is his wife. And then you have Miranda, and she's a rapper slash real estate agent. And she's only 22 years old, and she's the girlfriend of Kodak Black. And then you got Stony. She's a boutique owner, and she's actually the ex girlfriend of Rick Ross. And Sherelle don't like her at all. I'm not trying to get too deep into, reviewing the show. I'm not trying to do that right now. But Sherelle doesn't like her at all. And Miss Main Event says, you all have a great day. You too, Miss Main Event. And then Stony, the ex-girlfriend of Rick Ross, Sherelle doesn't like her because Sherelle says that she's trashy because at some point when she was dating Rick Ross and they broke up, they did a sex tape together and it got out there into the public in some kind of way. I don't know if it was because of Rick Ross, but somebody sold the tape to 50 Cent, and she actually sued 50 Cent for putting that tape out there, and I think she won a couple of million. So Sherelle is trying to act like she's better than Stony, and Stony seems to be a very nice person. I mean, it happened. I mean, this has happened to lots of women. So it's nothing that you should hold over the woman's head. If you're going to hold anybody accountable, hold 50 Cent accountable for putting that out there because it's against the law. Okay. And then you have Keita, and she's the wife of Tyreek. And then you have, and Tyreek is a um, NFL wide receiver. And then you have Jules, and she's the ex fiance of Duke Riley, whoever that is. I'm not familiar. And then you have um, Robbie, and he's a wide receiver. And Jade is his fiance. So there's a lot of, basketball players, football players, whatever the case may be. And these are the women that date them. And the majority of these women, they're into real estate. And that's how they have formed this group. And they even have a YouTube channel. And I think the YouTube channel is called, let me just take a quick peek at what their YouTube channel is called. I know it's something about baddies. Humble Baddies, I think is what it's called. So they also have a YouTube channel where they discuss things, I guess, about the show and stuff like that. So almost sure that I'm going to actually recap the show, but I'm just trying to, you know, find out who's watching. Hey, Aries girl, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Mama Bees, thank you so much for being here. And Aries girl and Mama Bees, are you guys watching this show? Yes, it's on Netflix. And let me quickly um put put it up there just so you guys can see. I mean, I can actually show a trailer. And let me remove this. Mama Bee says yes. Okay, so you're watching it, Mama Bees. Awesome. And Aries Girl said, this is a first I'm hearing about it, and my interest is piqued. Okay, good, because I just ran across it. So I definitely wanted to bring it to you ladies to see if this is something. Because I mean, if I'm the only one watching, the show, I mean, it's not going to be fun to talk about. So I'm glad that you ladies, are interested in watching the show so that we can definitely get into some things. I've only watched the first episode just to see if it was something I wanted to talk about. And Paula said she's going to check it out. Awesome. And Mama B says, I don't like Cheryl. I don't either. And I've only watched one episode and I do not like Cheryl. She's like a Evelyn Lozada 2.0. And I think she wants to be, like Evelyn Lozada. And then another thing I found out was when Cheryl jumped into Ocho Cinco's DM, she was a married woman. So she jumped into his DM and he bit the bait and she divorced her husband for Chad Ochocinco. This is what I'm hearing about her. And in her confessional, she said that she's always been a fan of Ochocinco. She used to wear his jerseys and things like that. So, is it a fan or a fanatic or whatever they call them, a stalker? I think she was just trying to find, a rich man. And Mama B says, I'm almost finished the season. And that's great because I would rather you guys be ahead than to be behind. So I'm glad that you're almost done because I'm going to probably watch multiple episodes at one time. I'm probably not going to just watch one episode at one time. And Aries Girl says, is Cheryl the one in the white dress? Yes, she's the one in the white dress. And like I was saying, in her confessionals, because Aries, she's the fiance of Ocho Cinco, in her confessionals, she had the same exact dress as Evelyn did on their reunion. Same color, same exact dress. Like, why would you do that knowing that that's your ex? Your man's ex. And Mama B says yes. And Aries Girl said, I think it's called a stand. There you go. And Movie said Sherelle makes more than Ocho. Huh, wow. Okay. I mean, I know that this is her thing. She's actually a producer on the show, like how Shawnee was. So that's why all of the ladies are up her behind because they know that they won't be accepted into this group, you know what I'm saying, without Sherelle. And Sherelle, she has her picks, and like she doesn't like Stormy at all. Stormy even tried to pull her to the side, and basically she followed up with, "I just don't like you, like your reputation or whatever the case may be." And Paula says they broke up. Now, are you referring to her in Ocho Cinco? Because another reason why I decided to watch this show is because I recently heard something about her going on the Shannon Sharp show or something like that. Then I heard that they were trying to get some attention because they knew this show was coming out. So they created some fake beef about breaking up when they're actually still together. Is that what you're referring to, Paula? I don't know all of the ins and outs because, again, I just ran across this show, but I do remember hearing something like that. Mama B says her and Stony made up. Okay, so her and Stony made up. Okay, so I haven't seen that part, so that's good to know because she was really getting dragged by the way she was, treating Stormy. Okay. So, whatever you guys know about this show, whatever you know about the cast members, please enlighten me because I can't know everything. So the more feedback you guys have, then the more, we'll know about these people and we'll be able to figure all this out. Like, you know, and what are you referring to, Mama Bees, when you say sorry? Orange Stony beat up. Yes. So, I mean, you're going to get what you're going to get on the show, but you're going to get other information just by, following them on Instagram or whatever the case may be, watching other content creators and what they've been able to find out about this cast. But I do know that Kodak Black Baby Mama, whew, she's gonna be a rough one to watch. And Mama B says that I told you they made up. Okay, because you're telling me what's going to happen in the future. It's okay, Mama Bees. I'm still going to watch it. It doesn't matter. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. That's good to know because sometimes when you're watching, you might miss some things. But when did you start watching the show? Because I honestly just started seeing it come up on my Netflix maybe a few days ago. So I'm not sure when it dropped, but I didn't think it was that long because I just started seeing it over the last week. So I don't know when it dropped on Netflix. And I don't know if being on Netflix versus being on like a Bravo or OWN, is that better or, you know, I do like is it rich, famous, and African as well. But the reason why I'm not going, and I've already seen all three episodes, I watched it from when, I've already seen all three seasons. I watched it from, okay, Sunday is when it dropped. Okay, I knew it couldn't have been long because I just started seeing it pop up. And I really, really love, love, love Rich, Famous, and African. But the reason why, I'm choosing not to cover that show is because there is a slight language barrier. And for the most part, I can understand absolutely everything they're saying, but I don't want to be, recapping a show and leaving things out just because there is a language barrier. But I absolutely love the show, so if you have not watched it, make sure you go and watch it, okay, because it's a great show. But this right here, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to recap this show. So I'm going to start, watching the episodes. I've only gotten into one. And I think I'm going to give you guys a little bit more time to actually watch the show before I start to recap the show, just so that everybody pretty much knows what's going on. Yes. Um, Aries Girl. I do have my subtitles on when I'm watching Rich, Famous, and African, but for whatever reason, during the episodes or whatever, they'll start speaking in African and I have no idea what they're saying. And even when the subtitles come up, it still really doesn't say what they're saying. I don't know if you've noticed that. Okay, and she says she's on episode 7. But yes, I do have the subtitles up because that helps me out a lot, the subtitles. So I definitely do have them on. And yeah, but I also seen other movies that some of the same cast and Rich, Famous, and African are in. So I love African movies. I love them because they are great quality. The quality of the African movies are amazing. Okay. I mean, everything looks beautiful. Their hair, their outfits, the drinks, the scenery, everything is just so beautiful. So I love African movies, but I'm not sure if I would ever recap any of them. And Aries Girl says, I totally get your problem. I wish I had subtitles for my coworkers. Sorry. Oh my God. Aries Girl, you're so funny. Yes, but yes, because I also there's like a little series, it's called like Happiness Ever After. And I know Kanye, she's in Happiness Ever After. Because she's an actress as well. So I love all the African movies, but again, sometimes, especially when they're angry, they go off the script, it seems like, and they start speaking and saying things that I don't understand. And that's okay because when you're doing a recap, you don't have to, speak on everything, but even just trying to pronounce the names, I have a problem with. So that's another reason why I'm choosing not to recap those shows because the names, I have a hard time trying to pronounce the names. So yes, that's going to be a job in itself, just trying to pronounce the names and keep up with all of the baby mamas or whatever the case may be. And another thing that I noticed, and I'm not throwing any shade, I mean, it's like this in a lot of cultures, but it seems like the African women are okay with being baby mamas. Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? I had kids when I wasn't married, but it's just like they all get along, and then when they move on to the next woman, you know, they have to get along with the baby mamas. Like, it's a little bit too much. And, we've all heard that a lot of African men have multiple wives. So I guess that's the reason why they're so comfortable with the situation, especially if you're a rich man. These women seem like they're okay with being a baby mama as long as you're able to take care of their household. They're okay with it. But yes, I love rich, famous, and African. I can barely keep up knowing the name, but I'm not gonna recap that show. But I am going to recap this WAGS to Riches. I think it's something that is current, something that's very relatable because there's a whole group of women out there that's looking for a ball player. Okay, so we can all relate. Um, and hopefully I'll do well with this show because I really didn't get into basketball wives at all. I didn't get into basketball wives, but I think the reason why this is a little bit different for me is because these women are into real estate and I love real estate. I love like just the whole um you know getting into property investments and all of that stuff. I'm into that. That's something that, I can get into. So I think that's why this is going to be, a little bit different for me compared to basketball wise. But the only thing I wish, just like how Shawnee was the producer on Basketball Wives, I kind of wish that they would choose one or the other. I don't like it when producers try to be a producer and they also want to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick a side. Either you're going to produce the show or you're going to be on the show because it makes it seem a little biased when you're a cast member and a producer. That's just a little weird for me, you know. But I know that that's kind of the new thing when you pitch the show because obviously Mel is a producer on her show. Shawnee was also Mariah was a producer on the show. So I guess that comes along with the territory. But sometimes I just wish they would just choose one or the other. And Aries Girl said, I love real estate as well, and it will be nice to see women earning their own coins and be bosses. Exactly, because that's seems like the message that they're trying to put out there into the universe, maybe like in a bougie fashion, um, that women should have their own, because that is a conversation I believe that Sherelle did have with, I want to say it was, I want to say it was Miranda, but I'm not for sure. But she is trying to let the ladies know that they need to have their money outside of what their man can provide for them. Because when you don't, you'll stay with a cheating man a lot longer just because of the lifestyle that he can provide for you. But if you got your own money, then you're not going to, put up with all of that, when you can just walk away. But being that these women are fiancés, maybe the reason why they haven't taken it to the next level is because of something that they've seen in their relationship, just dating these men. So they're just holding back and getting their coins together before they make a decision to marry these men, because it just seemed like there was an overwhelming amount of fiancés instead of wives and husbands. So, you know, I'm not sure what that's all about. And then there's also, I think I talked about Keita. She's the wife to Tariq. But one person that I do know that is very, very fond of his wife, and that's Andre. Like, he really blows his wife up. They're really into each other. And that's the type of relationship I like to see. The husband and the wife really supporting each other and uplifting each other. Now, Jules, I'm not sure if I'm going to like her yet. I know she's the one that used to work with Kanye, and I do love the fact that she calls people out. Like, she called out Sherelle when Sherelle said something about Stony, having a tape out there in the universe. So she called her out on that and said, okay, you act like you never had a tape out there with your man or whatever the case may be. So I do like the fact that she doesn't have a problem with standing up to Sherelle. Um, but I'm just going to have to kind of just check these girls out. I don't really know a lot about these girls, so I'm still getting to know them. It's going to take me a couple of episodes before I really see which personality I like and which one I don't. Like, for example, on Rich, Famous, and African, I want to say, oh my gosh, it's kind of tough with that picture just because some of the cast member provoke not so good things out of the other cast members. So, you kind of know why they do what they do. Um, I thought it was going to be Kanye, and I still like Kanye, but she, I don't know, she can be a little messy. Zara is definitely messy. Annie is just a professional victim, almost like Destiny. So I'm not really feeling her too much. Um, Fantana is very gullible. So I don't see myself like she's a stan. Is that what you call it, Aries girl? She's a stan um of Zari's baby daddy. So I'm not feeling her that much. Oh, I know who it is. It's the one that lost the boyfriend. I really like her, and she will definitely call people out. What's her name? What's her name, Aries girl? She's the one that I think her boyfriend passed away. I kind of really like her. She's the most realist. Mama B says Jules need to go. She got in a fight with one of the ladies. They called her out for being a culture vulture. I knew it was something about Jules that I probably wouldn't potentially like. Natty, is Natty the one? She's good friends with Fantana. And she says, oh, wow, I'm watching as soon as I get off work. Me too, girl. When I get off, I'm gonna get back into it as well. And when do you guys think? Um, so I'm gonna either start recapping it on Friday. No, tomorrow is Friday, so it definitely won't be Friday. Probably Monday. I'll start recapping. So that'll give everybody a chance to watch at least the first three episodes, hopefully. Yes. Okay. So that gives you the whole weekend to watch it, and then I'll start recapping it on Monday because even when I do Married to Medicine, I have Peacock. So when everybody else, I don't know which network platform you guys streaming platform, but I have Peacock, and on Peacock it doesn't show until Monday. So I don't really do my Married to Medicine um recaps until Tuesday. So I'll do this on Monday, and then I'll do Married to Medicine on Tuesday and go from there. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So Aries girl, Mama Bees, I know you're already watching it. You guys know I come on at 2 o'clock Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekend, just depending on what I have going on. I was actually planning on getting out this weekend because my weekends are kind of like for myself. I want to go do candle making. I was planning on doing that. It's time for me to get another massage. So I was planning on doing one or the other of both this weekend and then, going out to lunch or dinner. But it's so cold unless this weather heats up. I probably won't. I might just stay in because I can't stand the cold weather. And, when I go out to eat, I like to sit outside pretty much. And it's just too cold to sit outside. I don't enjoy the inside at all. As a matter of fact, when I sit on the inside, I'm usually really, really cold. That's why I like to sit on the outside on a nice day. So, I don't believe I'm going to be able to get out this weekend because that cold front is still around. So, I might not be able to get out this weekend. And Aries Girl says, have a black girl weekend off. Okay. She says, you can have a massage therapist come to you. Well, there's a specific place where I go for my massages periodically because I can't do them all the time. Sometimes I'm so petite that it hurts. And you can kind of tell them, but I don't want to just be like, they're going to be like, well, why do you come? But sometimes it's a little painful, so it's not something I want to do like every weekend. So what I usually do, um, once I go, I'll put my account on hold, but they'll continue to charge me, a fee every month that'll go towards my next massage. So by the time it's up to the cost of another massage, I usually go back at that time. And then I don't have to pay because I've already accumulated enough funds to, for a free massage. So that's kind of like how I know when it's time for me. And it's been time for me to, maybe about a few weeks, but I just haven't made the time to do it. And Mama B says, do the hot stone. Ooh, so sensitive. I try it, Mama Bees, but I'm not sure if I'll like it. Because even when I go to the nail salon, which I am going to probably go tomorrow when I get off work. When they do that hot towel thing, I'd be about to burn up, you know, because you can have something similar like that, at the nail salon. Um, and Aries Girl said, that's smart. It really, I mean, I love the way I do that because usually whenever I go, I'll go get my nice massage and then I'll go out to lunch or whatever. And, but yes, so that way I don't have to worry. I know that there's money in my account. I can go get a massage whenever, it's been time and it's at a point where, okay, girl, you need a massage. So, yeah. So it might be something you might want to look into. And as far as the candle, you know, the candle making place, anybody who knows me knows I'm a candle whore. I literally burn candles every day. And I found this place that is close to one of my favorite restaurants. And I've already been inside, checked it out. So I plan on doing that as well. So I'm looking forward to doing that as well. At one point, I thought about even getting into the candle making business, but I just don't have any more time. So I won't be able to do that, but just love candles. And for those of you who have not already heard me say it, mahogany teak wood from Bath and Body Works is my favorite scent. I actually have one burning right now. So that's my favorite scent. It's kind of like what do you call it? A neutral scent. It's kind of masculine. So I usually buy this same scent for my sons because it does have kind of like a masculine appeal. Remember when CK came out and it's unisex. That's the word I'm looking for. When CK came out and it was unisex and everybody loved it. Well, that's how um, that scent is mahogany teak wood. And she says, I used to be a candle 304. Then I discovered diffusers and scented oils. Let me tell you something, Aries. I'm hooked on all of it. I have so many diffusers. I've had every type. As a matter of fact, I have some that cost me $150. I have some that cost me $10. I have all types of diffusers, the oil, the scented oils. I have it all, and half of them I don't use anymore because I've moved on to another brand, another type. But I'm into all of that stuff, all of scents, smells, candles. Yes, love, love, love it all. And as a matter of fact, that's where a lot of my spending money goes to, unfortunately. It's into candles, diffusers, oils, just all of that stuff because I can't say no, unfortunately, you know. For some reason, when I have a candle burning, it just sets my mood. You know, when I get up, before I even start work, I'll light the candle because I think that's going to make me have a better day at work. And she said, we have that in common, sis. Yes, all of that. Everything you just named, I'm all in it. And I'm never giving up candles though. I'm never ever giving up candles. And Mama B says, I can only use the soy candles. Oh, really? The others give me a headache. Oh, well, I hope you found some soy candles that you really like. Um, and soy candles are good. Are soy candles, I think those are the ones that you can actually pour on the skin as well, Mama Bees. 'Cause I'm not familiar. I'm not sure if, you know, she said yes. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely explored those as well. Mm-hmm. For massages. Okay. And I love even bath bombs, bubble baths. I'm into all that stuff. Very girly girl. Yeah. So I guess I accomplished my mission for what I came on to talk about today. And if there's anything else, even if it's just a movie, referral or whatever the case may be, let me know because I'm always looking for things to watch on TV. Um, you know, whenever I do get the opportunity, because usually on Sundays, that's my Netflix and chill day. That's my mental break day. I don't do a lot on Sundays if I can help it, but sometimes I'll switch it up I like to get out on Saturdays and relax on Sundays. But lately, I've switched that around and I've actually been getting out on Sundays and staying in on Saturdays. And Mama B says there is a chemical in the other candles that are not good for the air. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, and when you deal with candles, you have to make sure that your wick is only a fourth inch because if not, then it will give off a smoke and then it also, the fire is too big. So you definitely have to pay attention to the wick because otherwise it'll probably choke you out, Mama Bees. Yes. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. And even the days that I don't have a whole lot to talk about, there's a good possibility that I'm going to just come on to say hello because I want you guys to know that Monday through Friday at 2 o'clock, you know where to find me. So that's the main reason why I try to stay with 2 o'clock. I know there's a lot of other popular content creators on at the same time, but I'm okay with having my own audience. I'm totally okay with that. And, I know sometimes people go back and forth, and that's okay too. But, again, and I've said this before, I want my own subscribers and my own audience. That way, you know, when I decide to do things for my subscribers, I feel like it's personal and I feel like it's something that I want to do because these are people who actually support my channel and subscribe to my channel. So, so on Friday, guys, we won't be doing the what do you call it? Oh my gosh. Y'all know what I'm trying to think of when I ask the questions. I just lost my train of thought. You know what we normally do on Friday, Franye? Trivia. Oh my gosh, why was it so hard for me to think about that? So I won't be doing trivia on tomorrow. I'll actually be doing trivia next Friday because I want to start doing it every other Friday. So it's not going to be tomorrow. It'll actually be next Friday. Aries girl, were you here this past Friday when we did trivia? I don't think you were there. So the next time we do trivia, we're going to go back to the non-musical version of it to just change it up and, give you guys some options. So we're going to go back to the non-musical version of trivia, not this Friday, but next Friday. She says, I missed it. Life was lifing. Okay. Okay. Got it. And again, trivia is going to be a big part of my channel only because we review these, reality shows, and sometimes they can be a little heavy. So I do want to do something that's light, periodically on my channel. And as more people start to participate in the trivia, you know, um, the pot will more than likely get bigger because right now I do a $25 giveaway for the trivia every other Friday. So once, more people come on to participate in the trivia, I'll actually, make that even higher. So I think that's all. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anything that I wanted to talk about. That's pretty much it. I'm still keeping my eye out to figure out when Ashley Braxton is going to do her interview with her aunt, Tamar Braxton, on her new podcast, because you all know Tamar has her new podcast. So she's supposed to be bringing Ashley on to tell her story on her podcast. So I'm keeping my eye out on that and other things that are just going on behind the scenes because even though these shows are not on TV, sometimes there's more going on when they're not filming than there is when they actually are filming. Because what I'm noticing about the Braxtons is that they pick somebody within their family to be the villain. Well, I'm not going to say villain, to exploit. Last on the Braxton Family Values, I felt like it was Tamar. And on this new show, The Braxtons, I felt like it was Tracy. So, I really feel like they need to tell their own story instead of focusing on somebody else's story and not wanting to tell their own story. So that's what I have kind of figured out about these Braxtons. And I think that they have a lot more that they're trying to hide than we know about. So it's starting to come out. And, we're just going to see, how all this plays out because I haven't heard any announcements on when the show is coming back. And they really didn't get into much before they were gone. And, so we'll just have to see. And Mama B says, did y'all see Sonny and Kimmy are in the same movie? I heard about that, Mama Bees. I'm glad you brought that up because what movie are they in and where can I find it? I've watched I haven't watched Sunshine, but I did watch Sunny's other movie that she's in, and I really like that movie. Yes, Aries girl, I heard about it already. Because I can't see why anybody would want to um put Kimmy in their movie because she's so boring. And I guarantee you it's on Tubi. And no shade to Tubi because honey, Netflix, they done started doing some crazy ish, like putting locks on some of their movies. So a lot of people are moving over to Tubi. Their movies might not be good quality, but you can always find a good black movie on Tubi. So I'm all right with Tubi because I'm really getting tired of Netflix just trying to, go up every other month. And Aries Girl said Kimmy was boring on House Hunters. Yes, I did see her when she was on House Hunters. Mama Bees, did you get the name of the movie or where we can go and watch it? Because Sunny looks very natural. Like she's a good actress. On the movie that I did see Sunny in, I thought she did a good job. She says, I'm not sure it is out yet. I believe it is called Echo. Okay. And do you know if it's going to be on Tubi or not? I'm writing that down. Is it going to be on Tubi? And Mama Bees, I know you be all over these YouTube streets, Mama Bees. So if you get some more information, please come back and let us know, Mama Bees. She says she's not sure. Okay, if you find out, Mama Bees, let us know. Let us know because I did hear that, but I didn't get any information. So I'm curious to know what movie they played in together and how they got along on that set. And I'm shocked that Sonny never mentioned it. Very shocked. Hmm, that's strange. So it's probably not out yet. It's probably not out yet. So that'll be something that we can look forward to seeing, I guess, sometime in the future. And I didn't even know that Kimmy was interested in, acting outside of being on House Hunters or something like that. So I know I'm gonna go and try to dig and find out some more information. And I know Tisha jealous because she can't she can't make up her mind to do anything besides be a house mom or housewife. She really need to get on her game because these women out here, they're doing a damn thing while Tisha just, whew, I don't know. She says, Aries girl says, Kimmy was probably trying to imitate Mel. Oh my God. They're all always trying to imitate Mel except for Sunny. And I really like Sunny. And I like Sunny even more now that I've gotten to know Sunny. And I love the fact that Sunny says that she's done playing with these girls. Like she's not holding back. She tired of people playing in her face. So, you know, Sunny finna be on some rah-rah shit for real. Sunny fixing to get ready to pop her shit. And Aries Girl says, I think Just For Me made Tisha take her copycat Just For Us perm down. I heard something like that too. They should have. They should have because I mean, she just doesn't have a creative bone in her body. Like she can't come up with any of her own ideas. And that's just sad. That is really sad. But I guess it just wasn't taught to her. Sometimes, the way you were brought up has a lot to do with those things. And Mama B says the movie is called Echoes Movies. Huh. Okay. That sounds weird, but I will definitely check it out. I hope it's better than it sounds. So guys, I'm gonna get out of here. So if you have not done so already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. And if you just happen to be catching the replay, drop down in the comments and let's continue the conversation. And don't forget when you watch the replay to like the video as well and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching and bye for now.